live or whatever? I'm live? Okay, sweet. We have 2 soup cans, one bigger than the other, but only slightly. Okay, 100% cotton material. This was a pair of old shorts that I loved, but they got raggedy and my wife won't let me wear them no more. But they're all cotton, okay? Then you can use anything for cotton. Take it, put it in the smaller can, stuff it. Small can goes into the big can, and you want it kind of like that, where the open part is facing toward the closed part of the old can, right? Okay, now, and here we have a fire that my gracious wife built. I'm taking the can and I am putting it in the fire. Just like that. Now, in a little bit, the heat will get inside that can and you'll start seeing smoke come out from around the can. Once that smoke stops, you take it out, okay? And you want to keep it to where it's not catches on fire, because that smoke will catch on fire and you got to put it out. Now, can I see that? Yes. Why do we do this?
The cloth, basically, you don't let it burn, but it's easier way of starting a fire. It's easier way of it catching flame.
Mm-hmm. You carbonize it.
Yes, you carbonize it. That's the word. You're carbonizing it to where it makes it easier to catch a flame.
Mm-hmm. So as we watch this,
How long does this normally take?
It depends on the heat of the fire. You'll notice there's going to be smoke coming out of it shortly. But see, what you're doing is basically you're double cooking it and you're not letting it burn. You're getting it to the point of ignition without letting it ignite. That would be a good way to put it. And now we wait. So, and you notice how it's starting to kind of smoke around it. There's going to be tons of smoke pouring out of it when it starts to carbonize.
So
it'll look like a jet engine.
So you can just take, this is a question, you can just take a normal soup can and clean it out once you get done?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as long as you have 2. You can also take the soup can and put it over top of your metal water container, which we'll do that in a second. Or Altoids tins, or these little tins that you get this has got charcloth in it I've already made. Those little chocolate sticks you get at the Dollar Tree. And it's got a metal tin on it right there. You can see sort of the name of it. But anyway, just poke a couple holes in it for air and just burn it out. And then on the inside, here, Emily, will you get this?
Yes,
Thank you, baby. On the inside, what you get is charcloth.
Oh, yes.
And then to store it, I'm kind of a hoarder, and so is my wife. Take glass jars, like this was a Smucker's thing, and then put them in that.
So this never dates out. This stays good.
It never goes bad, ever.
That's really good to know. And so I'm guessing you always want to keep it waterproof, so that's why you're putting it in these glass jars.
Yeah, if it gets watered, it'll get bad. You know, basically it's charcoal that's made from cloth. That's the best way to look at it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and as you know, it's starting to heat up. You can see that now. If this was a roaring fire, it'd already be looking like a jet engine coming out of it. But since we just built it, we're going to give it some time, and that's how you make it, though. So we'll go ahead and stop the video here, and we'll start it when it comes back. Okay, it's starting. The smoke, it's already caught fire a couple of times, hasn't it, Emily?
Yes, it has.
So you can see how the smoke's coming out of it, and that's just going to get more and more intense, and that smoke is highly flammable. Once that stops smoking is when you take it out. Okay? So, come on, Emmy. Let's see if we can get it. See if I can pull some holds up on it. And I've had to move it around and see.
There it goes. And you just blow it like that. Watch him.
There you go. See? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, you see how the smoke's coming up? And then see, you just let that go out.
So what makes that smoke so flammable?
It's something that's in it. It's like the gas is coming out, but it can't burn. See, it heats up to where it wants to burn, but we're smothering it out before it starts. We're not allowing oxygen to it. So that's all the flammable gas is coming out. And if you, let me see this. And if you see that smoke coming out, all that stuff is what would be on fire if we let it. Now, once that goes out, there's nothing left to burn. It's not charcoal. You see? So we just let it set and let it cook. Basically, right now we're cooking. You know?
This is a very good experience.
It's like you're baking, for lack of a better way of putting it. You're baking the cloth.
And he just told me that you can charcloth, whatever, anything really.
Yeah, anything can be carbonized. Anything natural. No plastics. Glass can't be carbonized, but wood, moss, even anything that's alive or was alive, even bone can be carbonized. But dirt, rock, stuff that's not alive can't. But cotton, since it's a plant-based, can. Wool can. Well, actually, wool will just kind of singe up. But anything like that, if you're out in the woods and you come across some punky wood, you can even take a soup can, put it over top of, I'll show you in a second, over top of your water bottle and use that. It doesn't have to be soup cans. It doesn't have to be anything special. Just, you want to, something you can get hot, something you can burn, build a fire around, and have it seal off the oxygen.
Yes.
So we're going to kind of put this in there. And see, if we shut the door, we won't be able to tell if it caught fire. So it would probably just burn up. Okay? Kosher